Alright, next up we have Ibuki. We're going to do all 10 of her trials as usual. If it's just a basic combo, I won't explain it. But if it looks like it needs a little bit of help, I'll give my best tips and tricks. And then after that, I'll show you how it looks like when I'm all said and done. Alright, so for number 4, this one's going to be a little bit tricky. If you watch the demonstration, it's pretty obvious when this is to be done, but you want to hit him pretty low, right here, and you want to be able to cancel like that. So the quarter circle forward kick, the lower the better, and then once that happens, you're going to be on the opposite side, and you want to be able to do the grab. This right here. It's a little awkward. You got to wait for him to get pretty low. The lower the better, and then you should be able to snag it. Alright, so for number 6 here, we're going to be using one of her kunai moves, and from this point you're just doing a jumping heavy kick into crouching medium punch, and you have to hit light punch and medium punch for the EX special. So for this, you'll notice that it pops up. Now in order to get the grab, if you're in the corner, you probably can do this without doing a dash, but if you're in the middle of the screen, just like the demonstration shows you, you have to dash forward. Luckily, in order to do the grab, you have to already hit forward. So you go 1, 2, like that. You can practice that and try to get that pretty smoothly. And then once you know how to do that, it really shouldn't be that bad. You just have to be ready to dash in at the right time. Alright, so Ibuki's number 7 isn't too bad as long as you know how all the moves work. So what you're going to want to do is a target combo. Cancel the last hit of the target combo heavy punch into the EX legs. Now when you do the EX kick or up drag, or uppercut, I don't know what you want to call that, you can do quarter circle forward 2 punch buttons for like an air kunai like this. You kind of mess with the timing a little bit. It's pretty easy. If you do it too soon, just double tap and connect that. Now that's the easy part. And what you need to do next is not as easy, but if you use light punch and medium punch, let's say for this top part, you hold it and then let go, you can release the light punch in order to get that move. Now I don't know if you release medium punch with light punch, you probably won't get the light punch version. So what you'll need to do is when you're doing that EX in the air after this move here, let's refresh. You're gonna want to do that move, do the fireball motion, but then let go of medium punch. Then you'll get the light version at the bottom. So you don't want to hold medium punch and light punch. You want to release the medium punch when you're in the air so that you can just let go of light punch and get that version. And that should pretty much do it. It's kind of confusing, but once you do it that way, each step, it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, number 8 is a little tricky. You got a couple different things going on with this. So first off, it starts off with crouching medium punch into the light and medium punch button. So that's the EX kunai. So what you need to do here is as soon as you get this to come out, you have to V-trigger as soon as possible. Then, once one of the kunais hits, you have to be able to grab him with the light version of this. What that'll do is it'll pop him towards the bomb you just set with your V-trigger, and then you'll be able to do the last section with after you do the grab, I should say, and you pop them, try to get that dash in as early as possible and then immediately into the heavy command. It's a lot, but once you see it done, you'll understand how it works, and then you can start working on it yourself. Alright, so number 9 is very tricky. You have a lot of things going on at the same time, and it's a little challenging to practice. But what you're want to do is break this down to a couple of pieces. First off, you get to understand what's going on here. From the very first part of the combo, crouching immediate punch, you want to do the quarter circle forward heavy for this. And what you're doing is you're going to hit the neutral, that's what ends for, V trigger. When that happens, she's going to throw a bomb on the other side, but you also need to combo with the standing heavy punch, which is his back fist. So while that's going on, you have to cancel the back fist into the DP. So that first part you can practice on its own, so you can get kind of the rhythm for it. Like this. So I hit with the standing heavy punch. But what you still need to do is cancel that heavy punch into the DP. Now, if you cancel it and you do that, Ryu's gonna land on the bomb, and what happens is it's gonna launch him back in the air. Then you can do your last part here. You gotta use the heavy kick version. The medium kick is on the ground, light is short, distance, and then the heavy kick goes in the air. So when you go in the air, 1, 2, you gotta be ready to hit the heavy punch, heavy kick. It's a target combo. The challenging thing with this is it's hard to practice that without having Ryu in the air. So you're just gonna have to go for it once you see him up there, and hopefully it all comes together nicely. Alright, we are on the last one for Ibuki. Hopefully you're enjoying the video up to this point. If you are, comment, give me a thumbs up, let me know you're liking what you're seeing, and we are going to move it on to this last one. Alright, so in order to handle this one, you get a couple of different things you got to kind of work through. First off, the first half up into probably the first 5 moves. What you want to do is go ahead and practice getting the heavy kick counter and comboing with the heavy punch and canceling that into the kunai back into the V trigger. So let's do that. So I made it all the way up to the medium punch and comboed everything. So when that's happening, you're not concerning yourself with the cannonball that's behind Ryu. What I did there though is when I went to the medium punch, I just hit medium punch, because that's kind of like the halfway mark. But from there, you actually want to cancel that medium punch to the half circle back heavy punch. So what that's going to do is going to launch him onto the cannonball, the explosive. So when that happens, it's going to pop him up. Now, of course, just like before, you have to dash forward. You do that by hitting quarter circle forward beating kick. So what you want to do, it's a little tricky, but when you're doing the dash, you want to buffer 2 quarter circle forward with the kick. I don't really recommend trying to cancel that or try to time it. It's a little tricky. So the amount of time it takes for her to dash across is plenty of time to get the full super out. But you want to make sure you're getting that out as soon as possible so that you're able to land that super before Ryu hits the ground. And that's really it. You practice those 2 parts and you should be okay. It's tricky because you can't practice the second half because he's not going to be in a launch state. Alright, that is gonna do it for Ibuki. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and that it was helpful. She was a little bit challenging for me. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.